Hey guys, hey. I appreciate y'all for joining Principles and Principalities. This is my podcast. And I really appreciate you guys for being here and tuning in. This is episode 9. And let me turn this fan off. So this is episode 9. And I'm ready to see what's going on for this week. I had a week like I always do. And before I call him, I want to start off with my prayer and tell you guys a little bit about my week. So I actually went to a new church. I experienced a new church, and it was good. And I was kind of excited. And everybody know that I go to church on Sabbath, and that's what it is. So it was actually good. And I was like, okay, I like this church. Let me set y'all up. I said, okay, I like this church. This church is pretty decent. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. Pastor's nice. First lady's nice. I'm like, okay. Different type of scenery, but it was good. So I'm going to start it off with, we're going to do Psalms 23. And before I call my cousin in, because he does live in a different state, excuse me. So before I call him in, I just want to do this prayer. And I'm going to do this prayer. I usually don't invite nobody in because they don't come in anyways until after. So I will invite people in. But as of right now, I'm just, here we go. Got to set it up better, got to get better, Shay. So I'm just setting it up and doing everything like that. But before I call him to see what's going on and, join him into the podcast, I got this darn sticker stuck on my table. Anywho, I'll get that off later. And Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me besides the still waters. Oh, he restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yes, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, thy comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence. Hold on, guys, because I got a lot of little. I be studying, man. In front of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So, I'm getting ready to call my cousin in. Hey, Lynn, how are you? I'm getting ready to call him in now, you guys, so bear with me. You guys know I'm kind of new to this. Even though it's the 9th episode, I'm still pretty new. So let me call this man in. Remind you, I'm telling you, he's in a whole different state right now. So hopefully he's up. So I just invited him in. Hopefully he answers that. And so I always start off with a prayer, only because I like to make sure that my guests are being prayed for and I am being prayed for as well. Guys, I have to. It seems like is my screen blurry or is it just me? Because I don't want my screen to be blurry. Oh, I think that looked a little better. I don't know. But so, yeah. So I did join a new church. And I'm like, I kind of like this church. And then I wasn't even going to say anything. But I like the church. It's still in the same city my old church was in. Even though I still love my old church, it's just that everybody is not who they used to be. And I was going to that church since 2016. And the pastor at the new church was saying sometimes God have to relocate you. And when he relocates you, you get what I'm saying? You get more blessings. And I'm like, he's not lying. Because every time I'm relocated, new things happen for me, new ventures. So I'm just excited about that as well. And I'm just so excited, like I just can't wait to see what this church has to offer me. It's a new year, new church. you know. So hopefully I get relocated with my home. I've been looking for places and stuff because I really don't like the city that I reside in as of now because it's so chaotic and I don't like chaos, you know. Misery, I do not want the company to that. Like, I'm not dealing with that. You know, Satan, I rebuke you. Not dealing with that. So with that being said, I should have made it a little earlier. So with that being said, you know, I'm glad you enjoyed your new church. Yeah, it's really, really awesome. And the people there, so when I first went inside, I just went inside. I was already late. I went with Auntie. And I just went in there and I just said my testimony and everybody just fell in love with me. Like I was just a star, you know. And they were like, oh my gosh, you got a good testimony. You need to share your story. I'm like, I know. I'm writing the book right now. Just bear with me. And basically, I was just telling them like, you know, I done been through this, I done been through that. And I just wanted to go to church. It was raining and so much stuff was happening. What tea are you drinking? I don't want to expose that, but I'll write you. But it's like, you know, because my voice is always, the enemy always trying to attack. Okay, let me see. Let me say it like this because somebody told me don't always blame stuff on the enemy. So I'm going to say it like this. This is my test to see if I'm still going to do it. Like it's always complications. Every time I get on my shows, my podcast, it's always complications. It's always something going on. I just be like, God be my shield. Let me be slow to anger because I don't have time for this. And it just be working out. Like everything all be working out for me. So I'll be like, go God, go God. Ugh. And who would be a God? You'll be a God. You're a really good God. Like, you know. So I just decided to start like drink my tea and stuff like that so my voice can be right. Because every single week, my voice is always something. It's always something, you know. And really loving it. And I'm waiting on him. Where's his butt at? Hello, sir. Sent the invitation already. What are you doing? Are you sleeping? I just spoke to yourself. Because you know me, I be having backup plans. I'll call somebody. I'll bring somebody else on that thing, you know. Things sometimes don't go as planned, guys, because let me see. You're getting tested. I like to say the right words because I don't want to say the wrong words, you know, because what you say, the tongue is the sword, okay? It's life and death. So you want to speak life over yourself. You don't want to speak nothing else that's wrong over yourself. So I don't want to say nothing bad. So what I'm going to say is you're always being tested. Sometimes it's pop quiz. Sometimes it's the final test, and sometimes it's just a regular test. You get what I'm saying? It's 12 a.m. in Florida. Is he up? I spoke to him. That's what I'm saying. I spoke to him. Sometimes, you know what? You can't stay up because your body just shut down. And you know what's crazy? So, every time I'm always sleepy. I'm either sleepy or I'm not energetic or my voice is all the time, you know? And I'm like, anywho, most of the people that want to be on the podcast don't even be on the podcast. It is what it is. At this point, I just be having backup people. So we're just gonna bring Gerald from last week. We're gonna bring him in and see if he up. I really wanted to hear what my cousin had to say. I already invited him in. I just, you know, it's still there. So I can't invite him because it's still there. So we'll see how that goes. And then Lynn, you always find me. So it's like, I don't even have to, I love that. You support me. You hear my voice? I gotta keep, they trying to grab at my throat chakra. No, I won't let it happen though. But you support me and I really do appreciate you because I'm like, she's always supporting me. Go ahead. I can't wait till when God bless me, to when I really be blessed and I can help others. Girl, because you going to be one of the first on my list because ain't no way I can't, you know, help you out because Lynn, you're always there. So I just called both of them. Let's see what happens. If not, y'all know I'm going to ramble on. And I'm going to talk about my experiences for the week because it seems like I'm always under spiritual attack. But I did let my auntie did come with me. She did call me earlier today and was like, are we going to church? What's going on? I'm like, okay, she want to go to church. So that gave me the let's go to church. So I got up. I got in that shower. I said, you know what? I'm going to church. My auntie not playing. And she was ready. I pulled up. She was already outside, dressed. I said, now this the second week, God. Go ahead, do your thing. I'm not mad at you. I look forward to your show. Man, because I'll be giving out me and your personal conversations is something that everybody don't need to know. But I'll be dropping those gems. And sometimes I drop them on the podcast. Sometimes I don't. But them gems I'll be dropping. And they be real. And some people don't even understand, like, I'll be dropping them. They need to pick it up. I just act slow. I don't even act slow no more. I'm really just, She's been going to church for a minute now, right? And I'm so excited for her. And I'm like, dang, touch my heart. And it's like, okay, now we have to have more family members be able to go to church. So that way we can be able to get this bloodline together and be able to have generational wealth. So we won't have generational curses anymore. That's the main thing that people don't understand. And it's like, she's been really, once she changed, because you have to start with yourself. I'm excited for her too. Man, I'm so excited. And today she was not cussing nobody out. She was being good. She was being on her best behavior. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like she didn't do none of that stuff that she did, following prior. And I'm like, I was just so excited for her, like, oh my gosh. And when she changed herself and the people around her see that she changed, they're going to start changing themselves too. And when they change, it's going to be, it's going to go like that. And that's how it's going to keep going and going and going and going and going. And it's going to be so great. And we're going to have generational wealth. We're going to have all the chains lifted off of us and broken off of us. And it's just going to be a miracle. Okay. And I'm just so ready for that. Like, that one song, are you ready for your blessings? Are you ready for your miracles? Because I'm ready. Because what did it say? I think it's Psalm 68, if I'm not mistaken, either Psalm 68 or Psalms 65. It says, God had waterest the earth and green pastures, and he had enriches the earth. You get what I'm saying? That we got to go out and rejoice. Every morning we have to sing to the Lord. Every morning we have to talk to the Lord. Light an incense because the Lord likes smells. So you like that incense and you like the fragrance and you start talking like a domino effect. Exactly like a domino effect. So they're going to see her be good. Boom. And then they're going to be good. Boom. Because it started like, come on now. It don't matter where it started, long as it keeps going. And then when everybody get on that bandwagon and that train, bloop, 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 we all gonna be straight, And then that's when we all can be able to go to our parents' country. You get what I'm saying? Plant our feet in that soil and go ahead and start planting seeds. You got to plant those seeds so they can grow. You grow through what you go through. You go through what you grow through. No, you grow through what you go through. Yeah, I said it right the first time. Absolutely, And I've just been excited, like, God, yes, where's the blessings? And I've been purging and I've been fasting, for the family because I love my family. Even though I talk my little, I don't care, I'm not doing nothing. Man, that's the first thing I'm doing. I'm like, God, please cover my family. God, help my family. We all need prayer. We all need Savior. God. Because I don't know what else to do but to pray, So that's one of the things that I do. I pray a lot for the family, and it's just like, dang, if we just get it together, we'll be together. Like, once you get it together, you will be together. So once I get my family copacetic and how I feel like they need to be, that's when I can be able to help the rest of the people, But like Michael Jackson said, because he was a big part of me growing up, because, Chris, that's why I wanted to bring him on and stuff and talk about that. Chris loved him some Michael Jackson. And one of the songs that I remember about Michael Jackson, he said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror, like he is. And then he's singing in another song, he's like, do you remember the times? Like, you guys have to remember yourself. You guys have to remember, And when I started to look in the mirror and remember myself, and I started to like, dang, I got to change myself. I can't just tell my friends. They have to see by an example. I can't just tell my family. They have to see an example. So I have to lead by an example. So I can't be doing all that foolish stuff. I can't be talking all that foolish, nonsense. I can't, because that's not something that I should be doing. If I'm trying to tell them, because it looked like that I'm just, what is it called? A hypocrite. It looked like I'm a hypocrite if I'm not doing that. Yes, we grew up on, I know Michael Jackson's so heavy. And it's funny you put MJ. So MJ could be Mary J. Blige, or it can be, I know it's not, but it can be, because me and some Mary. Now that was one of my artists, okay? And then Michael Jackson, that was Chris. And yeah, y'all, that household right there loves some Michael, okay? Wow, you guys love some Michael, I'm telling you. But, my mom, she was a reggae lady. She loved her some reggae. So that's why I'm more of the, get away off a tugboat and you want to do this and you want to do that. That's why I'm more like, hey, so how you doing? So Zoe, my little Zozo though, But yeah, so Michael Jackson, very heavy in the family. Love that man, because he has so much gems as well. And then it's like Michael Jackson, so much things that he was doing for the community. And he always said he loved his stuff and he loved who he is and stuff like that. And then he just come out to, it's just so much stuff or whatever. I don't want to get into that, but loves to Michael Jackson. We grew up on reggae too. All of us grew up on reggae, not just my mom, but that's the music. She didn't even want to listen to no hip hop or nothing. Yeah. So Linda and y'all is country music. And then my mom, she just reggae. I hear her listen to nothing else but only reggae. You're not ready for this yet, boy. Girl, that's all. But anywho, all the family, we listen to reggae. All of us, It's just that, my mom was the cooker. She was the chef. So she's always making food, listening to reggae, and then early, bright rising. She's listening to something 6 o'clock a.m. She listening to stuff. I'm like, could the roosters crow? Could they crow? Before you out here making some fried jack and eggs and beans and cheese and, powder bun plantain and whatnot, Anywho, childhood was great for me. I did have Linda was around us too much. I didn't know she liked country music. Girl, she still listens to country music to this day. She over there driving around talking about stuff. I got a barbecue stain in my white t-shirt and she's killing me in that miniskirt. Turn this, girl. But now I do like country. Not gonna lie, I'm an alternative music listener. I can name so much stuff. I listen to country. I listen to rock. I listen to jazz. Believe it or not, I listen to classical music. I sometimes like R&B. It just depends on who it is, But I do, not gonna lie, when I first heard Taylor Swift, Our Song, that was back in 2007 when I first heard that song. I was around 17, probably 2006, 2007. And she said, our song is the slamming screen door, sneaking out late, tapping on your window when we're on the phone and it talks real slow, 'cause it's late and your mama don't know. Yes, that was my song. I listen to all American music, period. Well, clock it. Cause I'm an alternative. I'm listening to everything. I'm gonna listen. She said Spanish too. Now look, if I can't understand what it's saying, I won't hear it. Cause I don't know what it's saying. I'm not trying to be I just don't know what it's saying. Some Spanish music, I like me some Selena, so I'm gonna listen to some Selena. But other than that, I'm not sure. But some Selena though, man, when I was younger, me and my girl cousins, we used to be like, Cremoda Pro, I'm probably not even saying the words right. We used to bitty bitty bamba. Bitty bitty bamba. Woo! We used to do that. We sure did. We had this, I remember Auntie Marv had this neighbor named Gabby, and she used to swear. She used to be like, you guys, I'm Selena, and you guys are the Illos Dinos. Girl, no, we not. That used to be so funny. They play some Spanish music in Compton like crazy. Yeah. That is too funny. I used to think I was speaking Spanish when I was like, they don't even know what I was saying, but I thought I was speaking Spanish, and that was so rude. I didn't even know that was disrespectful. But that was just me being a kid, you know. Didn't know. I mean, and then my mom always, you know, was you laughing at me. Then my mom, her Auntie Rose just speak Spanish and stuff. I'm like, dang, they so tough. They black speaking Spanish. That's hard. I ain't never seen no black person speak Spanish before, and they really be speaking it too. Like, dang, they bilingual for sure. You know. But yeah, so I think you guys, my cousin is sleeping because he's way in Florida. We just spoke not too long ago. But hey, sometimes you be sleep deprived, and that man been going through a lot of training and re-studying and school and all this and all that. He got another career path that he done started, so I don't even know how much he got at this point. Probably like 4. That's whoa. So anyways, and I called, they spoke fluent Spanish in Belize. Yeah, man, they did. It's like, that should have been their first language, to be honest, because they just, not to be rude, y'all, and try to sound racist or whatever, but that's how y'all sound to me. You know, so. Look at Lisa. I don't even know. Oh, Sam, Brano, Nito. I don't speak that. I speak English or broken down English, patois or Creole. That's what I speak, okay? Other than that, or I can speak a little bit of Cambodian. I know Makaragon Petme Name Sa Osapir Metanakara say Haganya to Lava Chikatanu. That's the months, okay? Then I can count to 6. Moi pi pai pro moi. So my birthday is Tanu Pra Moi. That's what I know. I can say make my day achikoy. I can say akdoy makdoy. All that. But, you know. Other than that, I'm not speaking. I know how to say in Spanish, hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. Niño, niña, mija, mijo, el baño. Stuff like that. Regular stuff. I don't know other things. I know what to get me by. That's about it. So, yeah. But during it, I really want to try to hear my cousin's story, how he a God-fearing man and how he literally, this is one of the cousins that I feel like, she said that was a lot of Cambodians in San Marino. Yeah, it was a lot of Cambodians in San Marino. That's why I was in Cambodian class and I learned how to speak Cambodian, whatever language that was. He was doing it. Was fire. Oh, okay. I speak Cambodian. Well, a little bit of Cambodian. My brother used to tell me, like, you should have took it on more because you got the tongue for it. Like, you know, and there was a lot of Cambodians. I speak, not speak, but, you know, I know a little bit of words in Cambodian. So, it is what it is, you know. Akdoy, Magdoy. I make about that Achakut. Akbay, Rakdo, those people names right there. That's Bunret. His name is Bunret. He was one of my classmates. Akbay. And then it's Rakdo, Arakdo. And then, you know, Saphorn. He one of them too. Like, you know, that's little. I thought I was, couldn't tell me nothing. Like, oh, back in the day when I really knew how to speak it, I thought I was something else. You couldn't tell me nothing. I go speak a different language on you. Yes, I was speaking a different language on you. That's Cambodian though. And let me see. What else do I know how to do? I know how to do a lot of stuff. I am a hands-on. I never knew you spoke a little bit of that language. Yeah, I could do a lot of stuff. So let me tell you the backstory for me learning how to do Cambodian. So me and one of my cousins, we was this close. And she's like my cousin. She's my cousin, but she's like a sister, you know. I don't really like to say people's names because I don't want nobody to be like, ah. But anyways, me and her was inseparable. Lynn, you know who I'm talking about. And that was my favorite cousin ever. And we always fought. We always had mishaps. And she told my teacher that I said something bad, which I did. And they transferred me out to the Cambodian class. And since I was in the Cambodian class and I had a speech impediment, which I still do a little bit, they put me into the Cambodian speech class because they said, since I have a speech impediment, it would be right for me to learn a different language, and then I can be able to, take it with me as I get older. And I kind of just stopped. I don't know why. I just did, though. I just did it. I felt embarrassed because people used to be like, "Oh, you black and you speak Cambodian? Like, that's weird." Like, those kids. I don't want to talk about people, but those kids, and you be like, "Girl, make my day out your court." Like, like, stop playing, stop playing with me. Akdoy. Like, girl, because I know you mad? Okay. But yeah, so, I wish I would have just stuck with it, though. I would have been good. I would have been way better, So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And, even though I still don't know how to pronounce certain words, I still, teach myself and I ground myself, and I will say it correctly if somebody tell me. I wouldn't get mad. I know how to take criticism, and, I'll just, So who wants to get on? Lynn, you want to get on? Lisa, you want to get on? Well, Lynn, you coming on next week. Lisa, you want to get on? Somebody could get on. I'm not, my cousin ain't on tonight. Did you text Chris? No, I invited him, though. I don't think I could get off and text. That's the thing. I don't think I can do that. But I did invite him back. I'm not sure. I finally charged my other phone, so let's see if that phone works out for me. Finally, I haven't been on this phone in like 30 days. He can't get on. I can't get on. I'm studying. I'm about to jump out of here so I can be ready for class in the morning. I'm not able to get on tonight. Okay, well, you guys are fine. Do all your things and what y'all gotta do. I appreciate y'all. I'll get off and text him. Excuse me. I appreciate you guys for being a part of my show. And, I appreciate it. Because, you guys are my biggest supporters. I can't wait until I'm financially able to take you guys out and do something nice and stuff like that. Like, okay, look, you guys, even though you guys gonna be like, oh no, that's doing too much. No, it's not, because I'm a generous person, okay? That's why most of the people be liking me, because I'm so generous. They just be using me probably. Hey, you know what God say? If you using somebody, I told God, I said, God, you can use me, but don't let them use me, okay? I got my flowers falling off. My flowers are not supposed to be hanging over like this, guys. I love you guys. What are you doing, dripping over? Are you sleeping? Wake up. Anywho, so I love you more. I'm not able to get on tonight. I'll get off and text him. Okay, we'll just text him and then get back on. I love you more, Miss Lisa. I'm like, dang, I didn't get to see her today, but I'm coming next week, so I'll be able to see you then. And I gotta give me some clothes sales. So if you know anybody that do want the athletic wear, let me know. I got limited sizes with the large and the extra large, though, because we all the same size basically. But I have a few. I have more extra small, and I have more small, and then medium. Those are the three sizes that I have a lot of. And then with the extra large and the large, I really don't have that much with that, unfortunately. So yeah, I gotta get that together. But anywho, I really appreciate you guys for being a part of my show. And if you guys do want to come on to be a guest star, not next week, because I already have my cousin Yolanda coming on, and she really gonna show up. She do what she needs to do. And let me see who else. I already did Gerald. Let's see who else wanted to come on. Well, it's just however, but I really do appreciate you guys for coming on and giving me, support. And if you guys do want to get on and speak about your trials and tribulations, please let me know. And then I will be able to put you on my flyers and let me know, because I pay for these flyers. They're not for free. Okay, don't matter if I do them or somebody else do them. They're paid for. They're not for free. Nothing in life is. And if it's free, ask what kind of attachment is with that. Because it be attachment with these things, okay? And nothing free. Not even people energy, okay? Treat people how you want to be treated. If you want to do somebody right, it's going to come back to you. If you do somebody wrong, it's going to come back to you. It comes back tenfold. So you got to be nice. You can't just be over here being mean to people and stuff and thinking that you're about to get good. Because that's not how it happens, I'm not saying that the wrong. I'm just telling the truth. God is good, and God going to always be good. And God bless those who believe in him. So make sure, I sent the text, but I think he's sleeping. I think he's sleeping as well. But make sure y'all know that, you got to be good and you got to follow God, because God is the only way. If you don't know God, I don't know what to tell you, because God going to do it every time. Not just a little bit. And God going to do it every time. You get what I'm saying? And when God do it, it's like, it's not a fast process. So when it's not a fast process, and you have to work for it, right? When you work for something, you don't just lose it. You get what I'm saying? You're going to fight to keep it, because you worked hard for that. And you're not just going to give it away like, oh, it came easy. Here you go. Just like when people be doing, when they be in the world and they get that fast money. They spend it fast to help everybody out. But when they're in need, they have nobody to help them, because they not going by God's work. They're not doing God's plan. They're not doing what God tells them to do. You have to obey. Faith without works is, you get what I'm saying? You have to obey God. It's God first, then it's you. Then it's whatever comes after you, because if you're not doing it for you, who gonna do it for you? You get what I'm saying? So you cannot forget about yourself. When you get up, you say, thank you for this beautiful day. You get what I'm saying? And then after this is what I do. I get up, I say, thank you for this beautiful day. I'm going to have a good day. Every day is good that you give to me. Do you use Carvana for your flyers? Carvana used to be free, but not sure if it's free anymore. No, it's not free no more. That's $5 a week on that. And I did used to use them too, but they're $5 a week. It's nothing really free no more, to be honest, because once you hit that thing, it'll say a 3 to 7 day free trial. Excuse me. And then you have to pay after that. Then sometimes they have the monthly or the year, and you're like, what? That much? And then Apple, somebody try to send you some money, it's gone. So it's like, I literally paid for this. Apple do not be playing. When you sign up, Apple gonna take your money, even if you didn't even ask. Look, Apple, they be stealing too. I ain't gonna even lie, they do. You'll be like, $18.99. What is this for? You don't even know where it's for. So yeah, guys. Make sure you do your due diligence. Wow, mine's is $12 a month, but I got it years ago. See, you good. They got one, I think is $19.99 a month. Then they got $5.99 weekly. Then they got $50. If I'm not mistaken, it's either $50 for a few months, and then they got the yearly one. I gotta go back and look at that. I'm not sure. No, but I use a different one. I do. But I do make my own flyers and stuff like that. I've been doing this since I was a kid. Like, okay, when Linda and Carla had computers, I used to actually clean out their viruses out their computers. That's how I used to make my money back in the day when I was younger. I used to clean out their viruses from their computers. I used to do hair. I had so much different hustles. I used to watch the kids. So anything I used to get paid for everything I used to do and stuff like that, And that's why now I will just, I know how to do a lot of computer work. I'm just so much in the computer. I just don't like doing it because I'm going to charge you an arm and a leg. I am. That's just what I'm going to do because you're going to take it to Geek Squad. So, And when I do hair, it just depends on what style I'm doing, how I'm doing it, what's the length, how long it's going to take me, because, you know, I'm disabled. I got to stand up for that long. Ouch. Now I got to sit down and I got to take breaks because my body is not the way it used to be. So, yeah, I'm going to charge. Lashes, I'm not going to charge that much, but I still do lashes too. Like, you know, I do a lot of different things. I do flyers. I do decorations. I decor. Oh, my decorations be so cute too. I do a lot of different things, you know. I used to clean up, but I don't do that no more. Didn't you know you were into computers? Didn't know you were into computers. Oh, you didn't know that? Junior taught me that. Yeah, my brother sure did. He told me about being in computers. My bad, y'all. I be having boogers and stuff, and I don't like that up in my nose. They be itching. I'm like a kid. I need to take it out. But anyways, excuse me. I apologize. But yeah, ex-Carla or Linda, I used to always clean up her stuff. That's how me and one of our aunties, she annoyed me because she said some stuff that she shouldn't have said. And I'm like, girl, I'm over here fixing computers. What are you talking about? You ain't fixing no computers. You like that boy. Girl, don't nobody like these dirty boys over here. Girl, I'm making me some money. Carla used to pay me like $65 just to fix her computer back in the day. Yeah, clean viruses and stuff. That's why I was always on the computer. That's how I ended up finding my brother. Being on MySpace, cleaning up their computers and doing other stuff and all that, breaking it down, putting it back together, cleaning out their viruses all the way. Like, man, stop playing with me. I am very intelligent. I just don't like to do certain things. That's just what it is. It takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of mind knowledge. You get what I'm saying? And it takes a lot of patience. And I used to like, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I used to like being in people's business. I was nosy. So I didn't want to do nothing. I just want to be up in people's business. But now I ain't like that no more because I heard you mind your own, you live long. You hear me? So don't tell me they business. I don't care about their business. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm still doing what I need to do. So, But yeah, I could get paid for that kind of stuff, but people don't, you know, they rather not support you. If people don't like you, they don't support you. They go somewhere else. Or however, people don't support people, and that's just what it is. And I'm totally fine with that, you know. It's okay. You don't have to support me because God will send the army. God will send the people that he wants to support me. It does take a lot of work and patience. It does. It used to take me like a day and a half just to get their viruses out. I remember one of our little cousin, I didn't even notice that, but he put a lot of viruses on Carla's computer, going on websites he was not supposed to be going on, and it was pop up after pop up after pop up, and I was like, hey, this boy had a little bike. Look what he was looking at. And she like, this is best for our health to mind our own business. Girl, yes. Once you mind your own, you live long. You don't have to have no type of, you know, sadness on your heart. You don't have to have no type of, it's just like, you're right. Okay? You mind your own, you live long. You have to, because I'm cool. I don't want nobody business. I'm good. I ain't bothered about what they got going on. They should be bothered about what I got going on, because what I got going on is what the Lord told me to do. So if you ain't trying to go to church and you're not trying to be uplifted and let God take his righteous right hand and uplift you and uphold you and let him be your rock and your deliverer, hey. What that say? Hey. I'll see you later. Hey, for Alexander, baby. Because what we about to do, we about to go right in here to this church and we about to go pray. Or we about to go right over here to this Bible study. We about to go pray. Or I'm about to take my Bible and I'm about to take a few people and we're going to pray. That's what we're going to do. Because why? I like to pray. I like to pray and I like to talk about God. Why? Because God did some merciful things for me. God delivered me. Like, I literally was in darkness. Like, I did a lot of bad things. Like, and I'm like, God gave me chance after chance after chance. How could I not? Why would I turn my back? God ain't ever turned his back on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just over here just being foolish. Like, dang, you never know when your last chance is. And that's just the truth. You never know your last chance. And with that being said, I am really happy that I changed the leaf. Like, that's just what it is, because I had high blood pressure. I don't no more. I had so much things that was wrong with me at a young age because I was taking on people's personal problems. Like, no, that's their business. Like, I'm in so much peace now. I don't even, they be like, did you hear about? And I be like, and I don't want to. And they be like, what? I don't want to. I don't want to hear about that. Did you hear about what God did, though? Let me tell you about my friend Sarah. Or, you know, you get what I'm saying? Or let me tell you about this boy named Job. Let me tell you about Peter with he had so much anger, but he stood up for God. Like, you know, I will tell you the Bible in a heartbeat. Or I will tell you somebody else's testimony. Like, dang, if you already know my testimony, I'm going to tell somebody else's testimony. She said, same here. No, for real. And that's how you know we workers and servers for God. We're servants. We're God's servants. That's what we are. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure we put God on that pedestal like he's supposed to be on that pedestal. I'm going to boast God all the time. Like, oh, do y'all know God gave me peace? Do y'all know God gave me happiness? But you're alone. I'm not alone. I'm not lonely. You don't see nobody, but I feel them. I see him. Y'all just don't know. Because I see the works that's done. I could be like, I don't know what to do. I got a bill, God. I just want this bill paid. Asking you shall receive and boom. God gonna send it to me. You get what I'm saying? I'll be like, oh, God, oh, my tire just popped. God, I don't know what I'm going to do. God, send somebody for me. God sent somebody to help. So if you can't see that and you can't count your blessings, I don't know what to tell you. Because God going to always come in. God going to forever come in. Look, my max is for real. As for me and my house, we going to serve the Lord. Do you understand? I'm going to serve the Lord every time. Let somebody tell me something wrong with that. I'm going to say something wrong with you. Because you know why? All I know is God, baby. Because I don't want nothing else. I don't like that other side. That is not for me. I rebuke you. You need to flee away from me. Get beneath me. You understand? Last day, dash day, foot against thy stone. Okay? I'm not playing those games. Like when it comes to God, I'm so ready. Like, you hear me? One of them little things, one of them little minions and stuff. Like, man, I'm not playing. If God tell me to run it with somebody, and I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about spiritually. If God be like, get him, I'm about to be like, man, that armor gonna be on. Head gonna be covered. Head gonna be covered. Chest gonna be covered. Gonna have my battle shield. Gonna have my swords. Do you understand? And I'm gonna talk. And I'm going to say what I need to say. And then when I'm done, I'm going to say, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And I'm going to keep going. That's just what it is. Because for God, I'm going to do it all. I'm a warrior for God. And if anybody have a problem with it, like, now what? Because that's just who I am. I'm not about to play with you. You think I'm about to be playing with the other side? I don't like the darkness. That's just what it is. I like the light. I love the righteousness because the blessings, the life, the air. Like, what? How could you not love God? That's sad. How could you not understand what God do for you? How could you not love the world? How could you not love the trees, the literally the flowers, the birds, the bees, the butterflies? Like, how could you not? How could you not? When you rise up and you hear the birds, I'll be like, oh, hey, babies, I hear you. Yeah, you got me up today. God, thank you for another one of your beautiful days. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's always a beautiful day. You get what I'm saying? Like, what? I do my little stretches. Go to the restroom, look at myself, talk to me. Yeah, gotta talk to God first. God talk to me. Open up that window like that instant. Yeah, because God is good. God is so good. Like, y'all don't know I went through so much stuff. My family done been through so much stuff. And I just don't know. God covers us. And when I say God covers us, because we have prayer warriors in our family. Okay? And if y'all don't have people that pray for your family, y'all don't have people that pray for you, you need to start being that person. Praying for your family is very important. People don't think it is, and it is. You can't just pray for yourself. You got to pray for your family as well. You got to pray for your family. Not only you pray for yourself. After you pray for yourself, you pray for your family. After you pray for your family, you pray for the rest of the world. Whether it be enemies or not, that's what you do. You have to pray for your enemies. Ask God to soften their heart. God, soften my enemy's heart to be led to you. That's all you have to say. Because that's what I say. God, soften my enemy's hearts to be led to you. For you to be able to turn them inside out. And they be turned good again. Because I'm sure they was good before. And if they wasn't, that's just sad. You better be good now. Because what? Man, I've always been a godly woman. I've always been a godly kid. I've always been about God. Always. And it's always been a battle for me. I know that a lot of people don't agree with the things that I say and things like that. And I'm fine with it. I just know God is good. God is great all the time, and all the time God is good, and can't nobody tell me nothing different. I will always, always put him first, because I know without God, you have nothing. You literally have nothing without God, because the peace that God gives to you, the happiness that God gives to you, oh, the peace feels so good. The happiness feels so good. To just laugh at something that somebody said, like, you are so foolish, and laugh, it's like the best feeling ever. I love to laugh. It's like a drug to me. So when somebody say something foolish, I'll be looking at them like, you just don't know the medicine you just gave me. I will laugh, and sometimes people don't like the laugh that I do, because I do a hysterical laugh, and I'll put my mouth out so wide and ha 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 ha, because it was funny. And I'm not about to dim my laughter for no one. That was funny. And this is Principles and Principalities, you know? So I'm going to always talk about God. This is what this is for. If you didn't know, that's why I made Principles and Principalities, because I want to talk about God. And whoever else want to talk about God, you can join in and talk about God with me. This is why I made it. Because they said, if you love to talk a lot, get you a podcast, because you like to talk a lot. And you're going to gather a lot of people that wants to talk about God and wants to talk about their story and share their story. Get you a podcast. So that's what I did. Oh, do I got a hole in my lip? My mom would say something like that. Like, dang, girl, you got a hole in your lip? Like, it was just too good. Yeah. Anywho, but yeah, so I had an amazing week. It kind of was like, and then it was like, then it was like, yes, that's right. So I don't like to say different words like ended and stuff like that, but it did start out like, you know, have you considered going live on TikTok instead of Facebook? Actually, yeah, but yeah. And I don't even know, but what? But what? Right? But what? That's actually a good. That's hold on, Yolanda. Yolanda, it looks so fun. Yolanda, hold on, cause you might be on to something. I think, because I did think about it, but not too much. I was just like, maybe I should do TikToks, you know, maybe I should do the TikTok live, do my podcast. And that was it. But then you brought it back to my attention. That's a confirmation. Love you for that. I'm going to start doing that. So, you think we should do it next week? Because TikTok allows random people to join in the conversation. Right. Instead of you finding people to interact with. So I'm gonna be like, oh, and then it's gonna be, I could be like episode 10. I'm doing it on TikTok, because we could just be on TikTok, and then TikTok could be like boom, 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 because they love me over there. They love me over there. They love me over there. Let me tell you. Woo! They love me over there. The tickety talk of the tick. What? They love me over there. Okay? And in my first live over there, I only did 2 lives. In my first live, what? I have so much views. I'm like, dang, I didn't even know all these. Me? I got this. So yeah, we can actually do that. We can just switch over for next week. I'm gonna just post it everywhere like I usually do. And then I didn't make the flyers yet for you. I apologize. But I'm gonna make it though. And let's see. Hopefully tomorrow I could be able to do it. I got some things going on, but by Tuesday it should be already, making, look, not another flower little thing and fell off. They all falling off. All my little petals. That's crazy. Only the white ones though. But anyways, so yeah, we could actually do that. That can be, look at you, you see? And then you probably the one that's gonna get me to be seen for real, because I was thinking that like maybe I should, because I got a family, I got a family over there, S10 family, and it's a group that I'm in, and they be supporting me. Like they support me. It's called the Salad Team, and they support me for sure. I love them. I'm not gonna even lie. They're awesome. Excuse me. I was gonna say not a family, a team, but it's a family. We say fam. Excuse me. And yes, that is a great idea, because I've been wanting to go live so much and so long with the TikTok, and I did actually get to get on there. So yeah, and then TikTok is a different type. I love it too. And TikTok is a different scenery, And a lot more people have TikTok instead of Facebook. So I'm about to really tap into, and I'm about to be like, okay, guys. So I'm about to just start doing my lives on this app, and then we could take it from that. Just keep putting them on my YouTube. Either way it goes, it's gonna stay going to my YouTube, and that is so cool because yeah. And then I can just do it like that, because a lot of people do not have Facebook, but they do have TikTok. And then hopefully my kiddos be able to see, we can try it. Yeah, we can try it, definitely, because it's episode 10. And with that being said, episode 10, if you do 1 + 0 = 1, which means intuition, If you do the angel numbers, some people don't answer that, but I'm just saying. Y'all know I'm into all kind of stuff. It ain't good, but some of the stuff is good. What if it is good? And we just don't know. I'll be asking, like, is this good? Should I do this? Give me confirmation. You give me great confirmation. That will be good. And then my mom could actually look at it too on, what's it called? TikTok. A lot of people have TikTok, and my kiddos could see me like, because I know my daughter can be like, I see my mom. My son, I see my mom. What? My mom famous? Like, baby, not yet. Mommy's working on it though. Y'all gonna be all right. Don't worry. Mommy's still praying. I will always pray. Just wait till God answers them prayers though, baby. We gonna be good. We gonna be good. And I rebuke anybody that's trying to stop me from my babies. You get what I'm saying? Blind the enemy and deafen his ears. Okay. Amen. So, yep, y'all. I've been doing great. I've been doing good. And, I'm so excited. Lynn, she just put some news to my ears. She just put some news to my ears. News to my ears. Yep, I wanted to hear. That was confirmation, baby. Stop playing with me. Confirmation, baby. Stop playing with me. That's confirmation, baby. Hey. I knew I should have wore that, Hey, my baby's gonna see me great. All right, so with that being said, I'm so excited. So y'all know I love my podcast. This is my little baby. And we're going to be moving in. We got to relocate, like Pastor said. I'm excited too. Okay, because you did that. And you know what's crazy? Pastor did say that. Pastor said, like I was saying in the beginning, you got to relocate. Okay? Once you relocate, that's when you see your blessings forming. So this is another sermon for the relocation. Because I said that too, like, dang, he relocated me. God, I'm talking about. God relocated me to a different church. Boom. God relocated me, to a different lifestyle. So now it's like, dang, God relocated me to the other Appiana, Tickiana. We about to be on the ticky tick. Baby, stop playing with me. Y'all remember, Len, you remember back in the day when people used to tick, that was a dance? And you'd be like, tick, 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 tick. Amen, relocation, yes. So relocation, and that's what it was. So it was Acts 5 that I was supposed to be studying. Acts 5, John 4 through 5. Then it was Acts 15, 4. I think I forgot 4 and 5, I believe. But Acts, he had that. Oh, Hebrews 4. I was supposed to do that too. So Hebrews 4, John, they all 4? That's crazy. Tick, 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 tick. Remember? They said, if you could tick, you was the man. Let me tell you. If you could tick, you was the what? Because I don't say that stuff no more. And I've been really trying hard, y'all, to stop cussing. Because y'all already know. Me and that cussing, I'm like, God, deliver me from this. Because I do not want it to come into my bones. Like oil and water. No, because that goes in one of his scriptures too. He says, since he like cursing, for real, man, I'm not doing it. I'm not trying to cuss and stuff, y'all. That is very hard for me. So giving up the smoking, it was nothing. Giving up the drinking, it was nothing. Yes, I still drink my red wine. And no, I do not get drunken off of it. I'm talking about alcohol, not wine. Because alcohol is spirits. Okay? So I don't drink spirits. I do drink wine. Wine is made out of what? Fruit. Old fruit. Okay? So, it was not hard. But this cussing, I couldn't wait till I was 18 so I could cuss. That's bad. Who does that? I can't wait till I'm grown so I can cuss people out. That's how you know. I needed guidance, bro. I needed guidance bad because that was not good. Like, as soon as I turned 18, like on my 18th birthday, bro, my sister came in the room and she was like, did you grow? You got taller. I said, I know, huh? Because I used to be 5 foot. I was 5 foot my whole life. Like, and then I just grew one time. And now I'm 5'5". And I've been 5'5" forever. Like, since I was, like, I've been 5 foot, okay? I used to be chilling with the Mexicans. We all was small. We all was short. I was short and thick, little stubby little thing. And I just grew one day. I was just 5'5". And my sister was like, did you grow? Happy 18th birthday, did you grow? I'm like, girl, I don't know. And I said, I'm mother effing 18. That's mother effing right. I couldn't wait till this mother effing day. My mom like, girl. I'm like, they not effed up. I can't effing cuss. She was like, not in front of me with your disrespectful self. And I'm like, oh. She was talking about morals and respect and all that type of stuff. And I'm like, dang, man. I just got off of punishment. She trying to put me back on punishment. I'm grown. What you mean? Punishment. She like, you grown, get your grown A out my mother effing house. I'm like, dang it. I done messed up again. I was on punishment from 12 years old to 18. 12 years old to 18. That's why as soon as I turned 18, it was a wrap. I'm out of here. I could do whatever I want to do. That was the worst thing. Tie me up. As soon as I went out, it was a wrap. I wanted to go over here. I want to go over here. I want to go over here. I want to go over there. I want to go over there. I want to see everything. I love this show too. All right. I can't wait for the next Sunday. I'll be talking about autism and awareness and my journey with my son. Okay, I love you and I appreciate you. And the show was over because, I literally did an hour. And that's supposed to be a heart. My bad. I don't even know how to do this stuff. Oh, wait. I almost got it. There we go. Okay, so you guys, I appreciate you guys for tuning into my show. I appreciate you guys. If you guys do want to join on and talk about your experiences and your testimonies, as long as it's about your journey and your family member or how God changed your life and how you understand God and things like that, then you can come on the show and talk about it, and even if you have brands that you want to promote and things like that, I love you too. Good night. Okay, good night. Have a good night. And I really appreciate you for supporting me and always tuning in. You too, Miss Lisa. And Zoe, you too. And whoever else that supports me that I don't get to see, because I only get to see certain people. And we're switching it over. We're going to be relocating, guys. So this was probably my last show on what is this called? Facebook. I'm going to TikTok because, like my cousin said, that'll be a great outlook for me. So the 10th episode will be on TikTok. Look for me there, and you can still find all of my shows on YouTube at the Shay Baby 8989. And with that being said, join in if you guys want to talk about trials and tribulations, principles and principalities. And I appreciate you guys for being a part of my show. And I'm out of here. It was good. It was good. I loved it. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.